Welcome back to Let's Play Persona 3. We've had quite the tragic event last time, but our daily life continues on. Now, I know I've been kind of hard on Ken lately. And by lately, I mean the entire time we've had him. And to be honest, I think that last scene there really cements that I just really don't like him. It's not even a matter of what he did, but how he was acting throughout the whole thing. And it's not really that I don't like, or it's not really that, like, I like Shinji or anything either. Granted, I do like Shinji. That could have been anybody. That could have been Yukari, that could have been Mitsuru, I don't care. Focusing purely on how Ken was acting, I just don't like his character. And I don't think there's much that's going to change that. I'm sure some people are going to be a lot more sympathetic in the like than I am, but, like, I just don't like his character. I don't like how he was written. But let's move on from there. The day is the 5th, and today we are spending some time with someone who we have not spent time with in a very long time. Star. Now, I need to remember, of course, where Star is. I feel like he was at Iwatodai Station. I feel like he was across the street at Iwatodai Station. I feel like he was sitting on this bench right here. Heck yeah, getting ramen. We don't really know much about you. We know you're a fantastic athlete. Lucky. You know, you're an alright guy. I like you. Now, of course, here, it's no pressure, huh? Myself. Really? Alright, I like this guy. I'm waiting for the tragic event to come into play that's going to change everything dramatically. Because right now, he just seems like a straight shooter all the way. Upper management written all over him. I think people have mentioned that the dude over there eating is the gourmand. I'm not sure which is the correct term. From the other social link, and I don't think it is. I think his hair is different. He is another little chubby student, though.
You all know the reason we're gathered here.
Yeah, I gathered as much.
We need to discuss how to deal with Amada. I've already consulted the chairman. Igus, bring Amada here.
I'm gonna take a wager that the chairman doesn't give a crap because he's kind of a terrible chairman.
Understood. It's my fault. When Shinjiro-senpai told me he'd be late, I thought it was strange, but I said nothing. If only I'd listened to my intuition.
Don't be so hard on yourself, Fuka.
There are always what-ifs. That doesn't make it anybody's fault.
It's not your fault.
No one person is to blame for anything that happened here. In fact, you can't even say multiple people are to blame. Of course, if we all go back in time and do something differently, we all could have changed it, but...
If anyone should have realized it, it should have been me.
I knew this wasn't a game. But I never thought it'd end up like this.
There's no point dwelling on the past. Shinji's last words were, "This is how it should be." He was a hell of a guy. He even faced death head-on. That's why from this day forward, I'll face things head-on too.
That's cool, man.
You know, Akihiko, you're alright. It's one of the hardest things to do when you're encountering strife or just depressed or anything. One of the absolute most difficult things to do is to just move on. And I don't mean get over it, get past it or whatever, but dwelling on the past and being broken up by what has happened and what could have happened, it's not actually going to help anything. It's just going to keep you in that rut. You need to stop and think what you can do from there, what you need to do from there, what comes next, and act on that. And again, I know, I say that, it's the hardest thing to do when you're in that position.
Senpai.
Allow me to report. Amada-san is not in his room.
Oh my goodness.
He's not?
There are indications that the window has been pried open.
Ken-kun! Wait, Fuka, do you know where he is?
Well, no. But we can't just let him go off on his own, right?
So, where do you plan on looking?
I don't know, but we have to find him. He must feel so alone.
Fuka.
You are a saint.
You of all people should understand. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Now let Ken do what he wants. Bringing him back won't change anything. And we can't keep treating him like a kid.
Akihiko.
It's his choice. He's the only one who can decide how he's gonna live his life. The same goes for all of us.
So that brings us then to the evening of the 5th. There's Not a whole lot we can do. There was a full moon last night, so we can't go into Tartarus. I like Ken even less now. But it's a free night, so skipping ahead. And with any luck, this will bring me up to normal for tomorrow. I do want to clarify, because people in the comments always have a problem understanding what I mean by this. Well, that was quick. It is on to 10-6, where we are once again spending some time with Star. People seem to have trouble understanding what I mean by this, which is they generally take everything straight and say like, oh, I don't like Ken because I don't sympathize with him, I don't understand what he's going through, and someone in the comments will inevitably relate what Ken's doing to something they're going through, and in turn they feel better about it and the like. And I'm not talking at all about like oh, I don't like him as a person. Like, if he just came up to me and said, hi, I don't like him and I disagree with what he's going through, and I think he's acting incorrectly, given what he's been done. That's not what I mean at all, and that seems to be about the only way people seem to interpret anything I say. There's a track record for this going back, like, since the dot hack days. Now here, it does not actually matter what you say. Hey. What I mean is how the character... I'm speaking about this from a game designer perspective of, I don't like the way this character's story was portrayed to the audience, was conveyed to the audience. I don't like how it was written. Like, I think as a character, it also does not matter what you say here. Like, I believe as a character, his actual story and what he's going through is completely legit and works for the story that it's trying to convey. I think as far as the game design aspect of it goes, I just think it was handled very poorly. In one way or the other, you are not going to have enough points to get the next star rank. And I know, of course, I'm going to head everybody off again. I know everybody is going to still continue to find fault in what I'm saying and how I'm conveying it, and I'm just waiting for the comments at this point, because I do not have the time in this video to convey my point and debate a topic as accurately and in-depth as I feel I need. So I'm just gonna call it here. Yay! The new path is open, and we can now go back into Tartarus.
You look half dead. What are you doing here?
When Mom died protecting me, no one would believe the real reason for her death.
To this day, it's still on file as an unexplained accident. That's why I wanted to make it clear. I thought that's what she would have wanted. Maybe then she'd finally be at peace. They said he died by some violent crime, right? No one knows the truth. Just like with Mom. And once again, I'll be left behind.
The dead are never coming back. You have to accept that. You're on your own now. I'm not here to drag you back. You can stay in this place until you die if that's what you want. But if you still have the will to fight, then come back and stand on your own 2 feet.
He's right. I've known it all along. I've just been lying to myself. I was consumed by hatred. I couldn't face the thought of being alone. But that's exactly what happened. All this time, I've just been running away. I've made up my mind. Shinjiro-san, I'll see it through to the end. I'll be okay now, Mom. Goodbye.
I'm gonna miss the giant spinning blade in the middle of his old persona.
It's already been a day.
Yes, it has.
So, where's Akihiko-san?
He said to leave Ken-kun alone, but I don't know. Maybe we should look for him.
What's your opinion? So you agree with Akihiko, then?
I can't wait any longer. I'm going right now to...
Oh, Ken-kun!
Oh, thank goodness. I was so worried.
You were?
Amada, are you able to fight?
Really? That's the first thing you're gonna ask him?
Yes. I won't run off again.
You sure?
I'm positive.
It's all right. We can trust him.
Jeez, don't make us worry like that, okay?
All right, I'll talk to the chairman. Get some rest.
Got a lot of story going on here. And we're actually going back out. There's still one social link we have that's out and about, and that is what we're doing. And there you are. Alright. Alright, Tanaka, lighten the mood for us. Repulse? Well, you are Tanaka. So here I'm going to bet... Yeah, are you going to donate? Actually, they're almost the same thing, just worded slightly different, but are you going to donate is the correct answer here. Well, I don't have any parents. I got, like, world-saving stuff to do, though. I couldn't go in and be a new Tanaka. And that was indeed level 9. We've learned a lot about Tanaka, but... Wait. Don't you mean the more unfortunate? Or the less fortunate? The less unfortunate? Why would you donate for that? Well, we've learned a lot about Tanaka, but so far... Well, we actually haven't learned a whole lot about Tanaka. We've learned some about Tanaka. We've learned a little about Tanaka.
Hello. It's cold tonight.
You know, I think I would have been happy if they at least gave Minato a sitting up animation to push the covers back, because that's just rude laying there anyway.
Can you believe it's already autumn? It'll be winter before you know it.
Actually, that's sort of like Minato to do.
You seem tired. Did something happen?
Well, you woke me up in the middle of the night, so there's that.
Is that so? In this world, people die every day. Until recently, this was the same to me as the blowing of the wind. But now I see things differently. For the first time, I have a friend. Lately, I've become more certain of something. You know the end I've spoken of? Some people refer to it as the fall. But regardless, it's drawing near. Don't you sense it? We are kindred spirits, you and I. So why is it that only I can remember? This is a heart-rending matter. Is my existence something you are unable to accept? Forgive me if I have said anything peculiar today. Perhaps it is the change of seasons. Of course, our friendship remains steadfast. Well, I shall bid you farewell for now. Good night.
Saw a little more emotion out of him today. That's interesting. Level 8. That one's getting up there too.